Hey, there we go. I think it's working. I don't see anything. It says I'm live, so I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. There we go. All right, I see something I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead real quick, take off the logo on that. Let me go ahead and share the stream real quick in all the places. Shared it on Reddit. Cool. Let's share it on Facebook. You know, it'd be really cool if I could share this on Instagram as well. But we'll just stick with Facebook. You know, something I really want to do as I go forward with this is to kind of just keep trying new stuff and trying to experiment and discover in this whole process, right? But so thank you for showing up again today. Like we did yesterday, I want to work on the Bahamut animatic. It's a dragon. He's flying. He's doing crazy stuff. A lot of close-ups, a lot of dynamic movements, swooping, wings flapping, and all that kind of stuff. We got all that done, and now I want to get to a point where he's actually firing his mega flare beam or whatever. So let's just recap where we're at with the animatic. So I can see some stuff already. So what I've done behind the scenes, I didn't show you guys. I took each drawing that I already did and I extended it to 3 frames instead of just 1 frame. And I'm still learning animation, to be honest. I'm not really the best at this, but that's kind of the fun of it, right? But anyways, it's supposed to be like animating on 3s and 2s. So this is 3s. And by doing that, I am setting up the drawing to be that much stronger when it starts to flow. Actually, let me change something else too. Let's change this to 9 frames. Oh, not for 9. 12 FPS. 12 frames per second. So we got this guy. What I probably want to do here is just go ahead and extend this. So he's kind of just sitting here. I'm gonna extend this a little bit as well. Maybe have this be a little bit longer. And it goes through. It's like bing, and all the energy starts flowing down, all the light and energy and stuff like that. Then out of this flow of energy that's coming down, we're gonna see the wings expand. Bahamut starts flapping his wings, and then we see this close up and then undulation of him like shooting out. What I probably could have done is I probably could have made him go more into the distance, but that's fine. That's fine just the way it is right there. And then he's going to zoom back up real close. We're going to get a real cool close-up of him. And then he's going to kind of settle into his position. I'm going to go back and actually... I think I'm going to go back and put some like fire and stuff here as well. And I'm going to show like the red lines kind of flowing behind him. And then even right here too. And that's going to add a lot of dynamic flair to it. Like kind of what we did right here. We have him coming up and then he's like a dragon does. He's like flailing his neck and he's like spewing. He's getting close up and we see him and he's just breathing the fire. Yeah. And then from there, we're going to see, it seems like a lot. It's a lot of lines and there's a lot of stuff going on. But the spikes on his back, if I were to color this, if I do color this, it'll make a lot more sense. The spikes on his back, they gear up. Actually, that's pretty cool right there. I might actually see, that was a mistake I did, where I had him actually coming back into this position here. I might actually come back and fix these wings. You know what? Let's do that real quick. It should be really easy, really fast. And then these, let's explode them out a little bit more. Something kind of like that. Just having fun. Just letting it flow, you know? Even that right there is not bad. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get these wings that we just did. Well, first, let's bring them down just a little bit because I don't feel like we're getting the full effect of the wings here. And let's lock in these keyframes so we don't move everything around that we don't want to move. Just want to move you two. Y'all come down for me like this. And let's move these two keyframes right here, right up next to the oh no, I messed something up. Let's move these. Oh, that's what I did. I see. Let's copy these keyframes. Let's move them right there, those positions. Now let's copy these wings that we just drew so beautifully. Before we do that, just want to kind of fix them up real quick. Save. Every time we copy something and move something, we gotta save it, because these programs will delete your stuff so fast and you'll be so mad. Let's put some motion lines. Let's delete these wings and copy these wings over here. Save. Flip them around. Put them down. Boom. Now let's kind of skim through this real quick and see how it looks. I bet it's going to be a lot more dynamic. Watch this. Yeah. That's cool. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's copy these this position, these keyframes. Put it right there, right? No, right here. Boom, there we go. I'm like, why is it like that? What is it doing? I think I want to kind of finish this drawing a little bit. Because like it will be helpful in kind of like this. Not really putting a whole lot of stock into this, to be honest. You know, because we don't want to really commit to a whole thing right now. It's just something, it's just a real quick drawing in between. Instead of these circles like this, I think what I might do instead, yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm going to change this up because I don't feel like the circles are really giving a strong effect in what I'm trying to portray here. So let's extend our composition out. We're going to need a lot more space. So we might as well probably extend this out to like 1,000 frames. Actually, I don't have to do all that. Let's go to the settings scene. Right now we're sitting at what, 763? Nah, it's not that one. Scene length 763. Let's go to, actually let's go to 1200 because I don't feel confident that 1,000 is going to be enough. We might end up using that whole thing just on the blasts alone. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to change this. We're going to take these. I'm going to delete all this. No more of the fire like that. That fire is fine. But I think I'm going to remove this and remove this. And we're going to add, we're going to take this frame, these 3 frames, copy it, paste it right here. And then I'm going to make a new drawing, a new frame right here. Let's grab our pencil tool. Let's get some color on there. Let's get that blue again. But this time, we're going to do some lightning. That's what lightning sounds like. And then we're going to do the same here, but we're going to do a different kind of pattern. Lightning never looks exactly the same. Never takes the same course. But I'm not a lightning magician, so I can't really even say anything to that either. And we're going to copy that and paste it all the way down. So you two, actually, we're going to have to draw this new too. Because I don't want the kind of like right there. Kind of like that. this. So this fire can be the same. It can repeat, but these two cannot. So now I'm going to take these, copy it, and paste it all the way down. Boom. I think that's solid. The only thing is, with this one, the fire doesn't really match up with the mouth. How about this? How about we just put it like in the middle? I don't think it's always going to match up perfectly. So the next shot, what I want to do, what I'm thinking in my mind, right, is that I'm thinking we're going to do a close-up of Bahamut's mouth. This is where I'm going to need some references. I'm going to need a strong reference of Bahamut doing his mega flare. Something like something like this one here. Let me see if I can get another screen up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Honestly, I probably can't. You know what? Don't worry about it. Something like this. Nope. Let's get our black pen. Save. Because we'll always be saving. Stay be saving. I'm still in the wrong frame. So we're just gonna do this. Just gonna draw and hope that it turns out course. Nope. Let's get the whole thing in there. So I think what I'm going to do is just draw one side. And just copy and paste and put on the other side as well. Copy. Save, paste. And then let's transform it, flip it, put it on this side. Okay, I mean that's something that's strong. Just gotta line it all up a little bit. That's all. Let's get rid of this mess. Yeah. Let's bring the mouth down though. And also what we're gonna do, let's copy this and actually just bring it down some. Because I want it to be like straight on. That's probably not enough. Just bring the mouth open even more. And then we're gonna have the head. This is his body. Yeah, yeah. It's coming together. And then, and of course, okay. This is what we're gonna do. This is great. This is great. So we're gonna draw this again, right? I'll probably draw this 3 times in a row. And the reason why we're gonna do that is to help show this is the neck curving. It's gonna help show like a secondary movement. Kind of like the head is moving around, like the skin is living, you know, living skin. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like movement without movement in a way, basically. And plus all the stuff that I had copied and flipped, it'll help differentiate and not make it so like, oh, I just copied that and flipped it. I hate stuff that I can't stand. Designs that are just so perfectly done, where it's like, oh, all you did was hit transform and flip or whatever. It's so symmetrical. I feel like you just lose personality in designs like that. Look, I ain't knocking whoever's doing it. If that's your jam, cool. It's just not mine. It's not what I do. And then we'll do it one more time. And, you know, as we're doing this, it's okay to be a little loose. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just really meant to be recognizable. I think this, you know, I have some artists that will come up to me and they'll ask me, say, oh man, how do you draw like that? How do you get the inspiration to draw, and how do you like just get going? Sometimes get so stuck and I just can't get going. And I'm like, it's not about making it perfect, because I know what you're doing. I did it too. You're trying to make it perfect. And I think when you stop trying to make things so perfect, and I still do it to this day, stop trying to make it so perfect and just focus on actually putting something down on paper. Just put something down. It doesn't matter how good it is, what it looks like, if it's as good as your last project you did or whatever. You just got to get something down on paper, man, on screen or whatever you're using. That's the hardest part. It's not being scared. I think we have to stop trying to be something that you think of, that you're thinking that you are, and just do it. Don't worry about who's looking at your stuff and it's like, oh man, that sucks. Because I think my stuff is not the greatest. I have a lot of people that come up and be like, oh man, your stuff is so awesome. And I'm like, really? Okay. Um, but it's fun though. I think it's fun not having to worry, and all you got to do is create. That's your job right now, is just to create stuff. So what I want to do with this, I want to have him kind of like. It's probably too much movement. It's not supposed to be a huge difference. So let's do that. There we go. All right, I'm gonna copy all this because this is gonna be the same thing over and over. Let's make sure we turn on to copy the whole thing. Just gonna paste it all the way down. We're gonna paste, so this is gonna be pretty long because he's gonna be powering up. Was that about 100 frames right there? So let's stick with that for now. And then I also need to draw in this bad boy here. Bad boys. Gotta draw in the bad boys. And like that. This is so cool. You know, it's not even like the final product, but as you're drawing this stuff, it's so cool to see. And it's like, man, I want to see how that turns out. You know, but I do want to. This is going to be a little tough because I want to have the head actually like vibrating a little bit. Save. I'm going to group it. Do the same here. Let's just go ahead and select everything in the head portion and group it. Like so. Group it, group it. Make sure you group it. So the first one is fine the way it is. Might need to move the head just a little bit more. And then what I also want to do, I want to have like the wings flapping in the background. So kind of like I don't want it. We're not going to see the wings because it's so out of frame. But I still want to show the movement. All we're worried about right now is the movement. Now let's see how that looks. Perfect, perfect. So it looks like a lot of lines and garbage, but that's the cool part though. Because what we're gonna do now is gonna be this is it right here. I think this is where we're gonna have like let's actually turn the whole thing on. I actually want to turn this up just a little bit more. Maybe to like a 80% opacity. And then we're going to take this fire, we're just going to keep building up on it. Kind of like that. Actually, let's do this. Let's remove all this. And I'm actually going to have it like sizing down. It's going to be like pulsating, right? And then it's going to be like no. We'll do blue with that. I'll come back with the blue after the fact. Like a Godzilla, almost. We're doing a Godzilla, y'all. Actually, you know, let's just copy this layer. I like this. I like this little thing that we got going on right here. And then we'll... Well, let me go back to my reference here. All right. Then we'll take this. I'm gonna copy it all the way down. A couple frames like that. I'm gonna do some, like, you know what? I might do the blue lights later. Let me see how it flows. That is a long time. I might have to reduce that. That's a long time too. That's probably about enough right there. But what I will do, I'll go back in this layer. That's perfect. I want to do a frame where, so the blast like annihilates. Kind of like this. So let me just do something real quick. Let me show like the blast. Now, I just want to build up on this real quick, a little bit. Like that. Sort of like that. But I want to do like a, I want to do another frame in the middle of these two, but like kind of a combination of both straight and wide. And the impact of this I want to make this one black. I'm gonna do a whole black screen. So let me take this. Let's probably make it. Actually, let's just let's just cut it from here. Save, cut, and then we'll make the whole screen black. Let's go back to this real quick. I'm kind of like doing this. I'm kind of coming up with this idea as I'm drawing it. Maybe let's make it yellow. Yeah, I like that. So let's just extend these to 3 like we do. I still have to show the initial blast coming out. But for now, I'm just gonna show this right here. Still gotta draw the initial blast. So something kind of like it's kind of like this. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Let's extend them out. Bring them back. That'll show us how many frames we need to actually have in here. So this is the first of these frames. Bam. So I have enough for 2 frames. That's actually not bad. Let's move that up right there. Move that right there. I'm gonna have 1 frame of this. Here. And another one here. Extend them out. I'm gonna cut them off with these here. Cut that off. With this, I'm gonna have the red. Probably have a frame that's all black here. Make all this red. And then I'm gonna do a black frame like this. Ooh, okay. Tell you what, before we do that, let me grab all this first, then put this down. Okay. Then I can put my black screen down here. I might have to make this whole thing like that, to be honest. Then we'll do the lightning. Like that. And then this is going to be the flash of then it's going to be like the kind of like I might be doing this completely completely wrong, completely off, but I gotta see what it looks like. And then actually let's bring the end frame back. To 694. I thought I was gonna get a lot more than that, but apparently not. Now let's go back here. Whew. Man, that was some heavy lifting. Full show. So let's go back to here and actually let's bring our beginning animation frame to about right here, and then let's press play. That's a little long. It should be half that long. Let's feel it out real quick. Right there. Boom. Oh, that's what it was. I actually don't like this transition frame. Actually, let's just get rid of this altogether. Let's just copy these keyframes here, place them here. Let's just get rid of that. That should fix our problem. Let's try again. Play. Need to put some electricity right there. Bam. It needs to be. It's just a little too long. It's just a tad too long. So let's go right here. Bring it all back. Let's copy that. Bring it back to right there. Put it back right there. All right. That's good. Bam, right there. That's when it needs to stop. Any longer than that, it's too long. We could probably live with that much. No, that still feels too long, man. 1, 2, 3. That's a mistake. Boom, right there. All this is a mistake. It needs to be 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. And then we get rid of the rest. So I need to copy this. Get rid of this last frame. Paste this there. Cool. So now let's try that again. Save. So the problem here is that it's too slow. In fact, we'll probably need to cut this in half. One, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to draw all of this. Nope. bring it back. Let's copy these keyframes. Drop that. So now what we're doing, we're really just working on the timing, because the timing is just so off. So this right here. So now I think we got this part, we got the flapping kind of down pat. Now we need to, I didn't bring a water up here. Let's go to about right here. Save, and then we'll press play. Extend that out just a little bit. Actually, we'll probably drop this. We'll drop a frame out of there. And these aren't fast enough. That's what it is. That's the problem. There might be too many of these too, depending. Save, play. The flashing might be too much. I think the flashing might be too much. Oh, cool. I think it's good. I think it's good for now. I think that's a great wrap up for Bahamut. So let's go ahead and put an end screen on this thing and call it a day. If I'm gonna be honest, it didn't really quite turn out the way I was really envisioning it, but it's a great start. I mean, we can always do more, right? Let's actually do something a little flavorful. Oh man, I'm getting right into Bahamut. And I'm not really worried about the size when we're doing it. As we're doing lettering, excuse me, the fun is just the doing this in the first place. We can resize it as we need to. Oh man, I hate to have to redo that over. Bahamut. Now we resize them to all fit kind of the same look. Then we'll make sure they are all closed up because we're going to need to color these. See, the T wasn't closed. Cool. Now we're going to do this 2 more times. Again, as we're tracing, we're not trying to be perfect, just trying to capture the same shape. Even on the ones that we copied, we're still going to trace it again. You know, so that was something else. I don't know if I said it in another video way back when, but I think another thing that artists have trouble with is tracing. I don't think there's anything wrong with tracing as long as you're using it as a tool. Like right now, I'm using it as a tool to develop the shape of the character that I want. There's nothing wrong with that. Alternatively, there's nothing wrong with drawing off the top of your dome, you know, drawing from memory. Especially if you're a really good artist. Some artists don't even need to look at references and stuff. My thing is, there's nothing different from a reference in tracing other than one is to show how good of an artist you are without having a trace. Look at you, you're so good. Whereas if my end product is my goal, I don't care if it's being traced, copied, or whatever. The goal should always be the end product. So even if you have to draw at the top of your dome, then do that. Draw from memory. So let's put a little space in there. We're gonna extend this out a little bit. Give it some breathing room. Save, make sure we save. Group these. Group each one of them. Turn on my onion. Bring them over to the middle a little bit. Just with each one of them. Something else I want to do, I see here. Now let's ungroup it. I want to move this T over just ever so slightly. Ungroup. Put now let's draw I am cartoons. We're going to do the same with this. Center everything, kind of get it nice and neat like. Boom. Actually, we'll bring it up a little bit. We're gonna miss doing this. Just sitting down and creating a project from scratch. So much fun. Then let's do this. Just bring it down. Like that. Bring this back to the beginning. Let's hit play. Let's watch it all over again. Sky zooms. And then all the magic comes right here. This is what I wanted to come back and do. Just put like a few little red flurries. Ooh. And something like this. Oh man. Oh man. Completely messed that up. And then something like that. The fire's still kind of flailing behind them. That, just something very small, minute. Kind of like that. That, just getting it, just more fire, right? Let's do some electricity. electricity. I'm trying to determine, like, something like that. Kind of like this. And then what we'll do, I'm actually going to put some electricity and stuff around Bahamut. This one. This is the one that needs to... I have to choose the right one to put the electricity on so that it actually comes across every other one like that. Perfect. I still want to kind of center it a little bit more. Let's do this. Keyframe there. Keyframe here. Just move everything up just a tad. That way I don't have to do each and every one of them. Something else I want to do is give Bahamut red eyes. I love red eyes. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's make sure all the eyes are actually closed up. Oh man. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Let's just go ahead and actually close these things in then. Ooh, I need to do the mouth as well, right? I need to do the mouth, right, guys? Let's see if we can close the mouth up. Let it close up all the lines so that there's no openings. Once we do that, we should be able to close, we should be able to color in the mouth without having to worry. Now let's do the same thing with these eyes here. Let's move down to this. Now let's move to some of these. Oh, some that's missing. Oh man, there's more missing still. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, these eyes right here, they definitely need some glow up. No, it's not deemed worthy. Guess we can do the other. We can do this one with an eye as well. Let's get this other eye right here. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Okay, now let's watch the full video again from the beginning. Make sure it's to our liking. Save and hit play. Let's see what we got. I think what I want to do here, flashes, do like a red circle. You know, the whole red materia. Something like that, just kind of help with the raining. Let's play that again. I've seen something already we can do. We can add in more background. The background, like right here, will help set the kind of the environment of what's going on, you know. It'll make it feel like a more full composition of the whole thing. Bahamut. So right here we can come back with, was it blue? Yeah, blue. So let's be more save. We're constantly saving. We're always saving. So this part here doesn't really need much of anything except for like this right here. Then we'll actually bring the clouds up a little bit more. So, and we'll bring them over. Kind of help show the motion. I'm constantly saving every time I make a new drawing. I'm not even sure if it's showing the motion very well. I don't think right here we're gonna see a whole lot of the background, because it's meant to kind of be up close. I probably could have just used the same frame over and over, honestly. So that's what we'll do, right? We'll do that right here. Actually, I don't have to do all that. We'll copy the frames and then we'll copy one empty frame right after it, so to prevent from doubling up on us like that. Perfect. We'll just keep this going, actually. Oh, right there. Where's the start? So this, I want to show kind of like the guy's head. This poor guy. So we'll move that, bring this down, delete that, bring this down. Boom. Even though we already have this layer, I'm still going to draw it again just to help show. And we'll do it again. We'll copy these frames, we'll copy one empty one. We'll bring it on down. Now this is where we're going to kind of change our maybe we need to do it kind of like that. This. Nope. Save. Turn off the onion. We'll grab these frames again. Bring them on down. This requires nothing. Bring all this back because I pushed it forward way too much. So trying to. And then want to that. Keep it going, keep it going. Just adds way more breadth and energy to the whole thing by doing it this way. Turn off the onion skin, come on back. Man, I can't believe how much of a full project this is. It's become. I might have to up the. I'm not quite happy with how choppy it is. I feel like I might have to up it to like 24 maybe. .24 might be too fast. .24 is too fast. Maybe like 15, 18. Let's try 18. 18 might be exactly what we're looking for here. Not quite 24, but not quite 12 either. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. The only thing I would do, I'll probably extend the end title scene by a little bit. So that's the middle. Probably about 2. 1, 2. Close this up. I'll close all this up. Yeah, now let's export this bad boy. We'll export it to. So I was originally gonna name this. Well, I was gonna name it Bahamut. Nah, I'll keep it as Bahamut. I was originally gonna name it Tiamat, so it's actually saved under Tiamat. I might actually come back and do another Tiamat video. I actually had an idea for that, but I couldn't quite get it off. So I decided to do Bahamut first, and then maybe we'll come back and do Tiamat at the end. Oh, well, hold on. Before we do that, I gotta make sure the scene settings is actually outputting to what we want here. It needs to output to 18 frames per second. And we're actually ending at 633. Cool, cool, cool. Export the whole thing under Tiamat, 633. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so while that's finishing up, some thoughts. I definitely can see the vision I was going for, but it definitely did not wrap up to what I was looking for, but that's fine, because we can keep trying different things and trying new designs and stuff like that. I think for the next video, I had 2 more ideas. I want to do a Titan video. I did a Titan video before. It's very dynamic. I think I want to do one that's more detailed, kind of like this, where he's like going down, he's like ripping up the earth, and he has like all these dreadlocks and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. And then I also want to do a one of Alexander from Final Fantasy IX.